Welcome back, viewers at home. I am joined by Keshni Reddy, who, with her wealth of industry knowledge and passion for all things event related, is here to discuss how the Festival of Eventing is bringing together experts, innovators, and disruptors to shape the future of eventing across the continent. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
It's such a pleasure. Thank you so much, Memona.
Now, this event is something that I have to say from my position unheard of, but can you tell us a bit on, what inspired the concept of the Festival of Eventing, which I believe promises to be a game changer for the African event industry?
So exactly, it's unheard of, right? So very simply, we decided let's create an event we wish existed. Uh, Myself and my co-founders, we each have at least 2 decades of experience in the eventing industry.
Oh, okay.
And to date, we have not found a platform where we can go to connect with fellow event professionals, as well as engage with what the future of eventing looks like in terms of technology and innovation. So we thought it doesn't exist, why not do it?
Speaking about something that does not exist and just bringing it into existence, can you tell us on what makes this event stand out from, regular events that already exist that speak on networking, bringing innovators to their customer base, and so many other ways that certain events tend to sort of portray the importance of the event?
So we're definitely flipping the scripture.
Okay.
This event is for people who create events, right? So it's all about event execution in terms of technology, innovation, best practice. So it's very serious in terms of learning and getting practical insight, but at the same time, it's an opportunity to celebrate us as a profession. And very rarely do we get to enjoy what we create. And so this is a platform that not just educates, but also entertains and creates the next X Factor experience that we can now go back and recreate in our individual events.
Now, Mrs. Reddy, I'd like for you to walk me through as like I'm really trying to visualize this because it's like I'm in the galaxy right now and I'm trying to find my footing, and just give me an insight in terms of the schedule of rather the rundown of I walk in, what do I expect? Is there stalls? Are there speakers? What are the speakers going to be touching on? And how did you get to choose some of those speakers?
Let's say you have to be there,
Ooh, the
right?
mystery.
But yeah, I think very simply, it's gonna be a sensory experience. So when you come in, it's not your typical talk show, or rather trade show in terms of let's come and listen and be bored by PowerPoint presentations. It's gonna be very immersive, so practical, very interactive. There's a lot of tech solutions that are going to be showcased, which the audience can, play around with and get to experience firsthand. And then from a speaker perspective, we have over 70 speakers. So these are professionals both in the South African landscape as well as in the African landscape. And then we've also got international thought leaders that are also sharing global insights. So there's so much, and I think over it's 2 days, and over the 2 days you can literally create your own experience. So there's so much happening that you'll get to tailor make your session in terms of what you came there to learn, and you'll also get to tailor make your experience in terms of kind of what are the features of your in your space, in your role as an event practitioner, where you would like to harness skill, harness supplier relationships and connections as well.
I know harnessing, those relationships can take a bit of time in terms of conversating, and you can imagine how many individuals will be attending, considering the number of speakers. Now, I want to find out from you in terms of the planning and the coordinating. How did you ensure that, everybody has that necessary and enough time to truly get the moment to engage with individuals or suppliers that they feel like, okay, this person can benefit me in some way or form?
So we've structured the program in a way that makes sure that everything that we want you to come and experience over the 2 days. So as much as there's so much to be engaged in, there's also enough time for you to come in and build those meaningful connections, have those pauses in the event where there's facilitated networking, and there's also we obviously have tailor-made the program to suit specific functions within an event team. So, if you come as a team, you can almost divide and conquer.
Yeah.
And each teammate kind of collect nuggets that you can go back and hopefully implement by Monday. So Friday, Saturday, come, and by Monday, you're doing your things.
Now, you already gave us the first tip to say come as a team to divide and conquer, right?
Absolutely.
And what other, tips you would share to some of the attendees or potential attendees to say, when you're coming, come prepared in this manner, and most importantly, the details around the event. When is it? Where is it? How much is the entry fee, if there is an entry fee, and the other, details around the day itself.
Okay, that was a lot. I think the first tip is that you should come open-minded. Space, we very much play in a space where you don't know what you don't know until you do, and you also don't know who you don't know until you do, right? So very often, as much as we work in loud industries, and you're kind of constantly surrounded with amazing networks, we also are very siloed, and we work, really, it's almost like we have this black book of contacts and suppliers, and you go from project to project with it. And the idea behind the festival is really, let's create a playground where we all can kind of come and engage with each other, learn from each other, and take away stuff that we can implement, but also outside of those 2 days, create a connected community. So the win, it's all happening this August. So 8th and 9th August, not coincidentally, over Women's Day weekend. And as you may or may not know, it's quite a woman-dominated industry. It's also a tribute to kind of, the many women out there that are creating the magic, but also wearing multiple different hats at the same time. Takes place at the very iconic Century City Conference Center in Cape Town. Again, on purpose, because Cape Town is, of course, Africa's eventing capital. And there's a range of ticket options. So you have an option if you want to attend as a day delegate or over the 2 days. And then we've also got really subsidized rates for students as well, because another intent is really to kind of ignite future leaders in the event space and create a place where they can come and grow and connect, whether they've just started or whether they're just starting out.
Amazing. This is quite amazing. And unfortunately, I'm about to close over our conversation. And I think I'd like to find out from you in terms of what do you think are some of the takeaways that you hope the attendees walk away from or walk away with from the event itself. And speaking on how it's a female-dominated industry, that most times it's like we don't see things for what they are because we're in the midst of everything.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you would like to encourage myself and viewers at home in terms of hearing about such an event can be intimidating to say, oh my goodness, I'm going to be in a room with the prestigious, the who's of who's. I don't think I'm a match and I don't think it's a place for me. What would you say to them in this regard, and what could this event offer them?
I would love for them to walk away and feel like they were seen and heard. The event is very much, we want it to be an interactive experience. I want the audience to walk away having gained valuable insight and, really develop themselves on a professional level. But more importantly, I want people to be, to feel like they are part of something bigger and to kind of be conscious. So beyond the event, for us to go into other events that we create and be aware of what an integral role we play and, how important our jobs are as event professionals.
Yeah. And is there anything you'd like to share that you feel like I've left out in my questions?
I think we've covered most of it. I hope I've created a bit of also mystery element
Yeah,
and
definitely you have.
lots of FOMO. I think just to the viewers, the message is, come one, come all. Uh, as we are in our inaugural year, it really is a call to action from the industry. I have not spoken to one single colleague, be it from an association or a corporate or a government entity, that didn't agree that this is exactly what our industry needs. And so myself and the rest of the team behind the Festival of Eventing, we've curated an event that we feel really proud of. We're really excited about it. And we'd really like to make a call to the industry to support this, because without their support, we can't realize the vision, and we also can't truly um, realize the impact that this could have, not just for us as South Africans, but also for us playing in a group and showcasing African excellence, and also for newcomers that are coming in and creating a space and a scene where they can come and learn and grow.
Mrs. Reddy, thank you so much, for coming in and really sharing with us about this amazing and quite fascinating, one-of-a-kind event. And I'm just hoping that individuals make the most out of this in terms of not just networking, but building something that really will set their businesses and their endeavors, apart in that sense. But thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Such an honor.
Viewers at home, that was, if I get your name wrong, Keshni Reddy, who was joining us to tell us more about the Festival of Eventing, which is all about bringing together experts, innovators, and disruptors who are here to shape the future of eventing across the continent. Now, as you heard from her, it's going to be taking place from the 8th of August and 9th of August, 8 to 5 p.m. Century City Conference Center, Cape Town. Make sure you get yourself a ticket for a day or two, or just make use of some of the packages that are being offered by them. But for now, let's head over to a net break. We'll see you just after this.